Luffy vs Kaido round 2 is going to take place really soon. In their previous encounter, Kaido sent Luffy in a body bag, so the outcome of round 2 is quite predictable. But Luffy losing here means that he would die for sure, either by the hands of Kaido or Big Mom, and retreating is beyond impossible. Just think about it. The final battle is at Onishigama, an island surrounded by water and unpredictable ocean currents. Big Mom, Sparrow and Owen can control the sea to a great extent using their devil fruits. Even if the Straw Hats somehow manage to escape, both Kaido and King can fly, so they will chase them to the ends of the earth. It's a do or die situation for the Straw Hats, and I think Luffy might pull through and just defeat Kaido. When Kaido was introduced, it was portrayed as though he was an immortal being, but nowhere in the manga or the anime was he outright declared immortal. The narrator says that throughout his life, Kaido was defeated 7 times and captured 18 times, so it's not impossible. It can be done. There are not a lot of ways for Luffy to defeat Kaido, just a very few. The most feasible method is the end of gear form Luffy. In the NS Lobby arc, we got to see Luffy use his gear form for the very first time. And it was amazing. Gear second gave Luffy a tremendous boost in speed and power. It played a huge role in Luffy closing the gap in power. Gear 3, though it came with a massive power up, had a little trade-off. At that point in the story, it seemed like it was the only way for Luffy to close the gap. But this still didn't help with Logia Devil Fruit users. When the Dark King Silver's Ray League appeared and gave Kizaru a run for his money, the concept of haki was going to be obviously Luffy's next power-up. When Luffy went on to train with Ray League during the time skip, I was sure that I would never see Luffy's gear transformation. But to my surprise, it returned and was much improved upon. Gear 4 completely blew me away, but it had huge caveats. It lasted for just a short while, needed a 10-minute haki free break every time it was used, and it shortened Luffy's lifespan. I could look past all these issues had it made Luffy super strong, but it was revealed that Silver's Ray League was still way stronger than Luffy. Heck, even some beasts on the island in which Luffy and Ray League trained were stronger than Luffy Gear 4. Every major fight Luffy has been in the new world, be it Doflamingo, Cracker or Katakuri, he has barely managed to pull off a victory. After 2 years of training, I wanted to see Luffy monster over opponents. Apart from Gear 2nd, every other gear form feels unnecessary when we see people like Silver's Ray League crushing it. I think it's time for Luffy to adapt to the higher form of haki that Ray League uses, abandoning his gear forms. And this higher level of haki might be the key to defeating Kaido. We have already seen glimpses of this in the manga as well as the anime. The second method by which Luffy can defeat Kaido is adaptive Gear 4 forms. Gear 3rd, when it was introduced, had major trade-offs, but after the time skip, Luffy was able to use haki and he was able to adapt to Gear 3rd. A similar process might be possible for Gear 4 forms, but I'm not sure how, because Luffy couldn't sustain Gear 4 because he used way too much haki. As much as it contradicts the points I made earlier, Gear 4 is a very amazing power-up if you manage to look past all the trade-offs. Gear 4 enables Luffy to fly. Luffy can use haki to hit hard and rubber to soften the hits he takes at the same time, increases his size and much more. And the biggest reason that why we just can't ditch gear transformation is after almost 1000 chapters in, we just can't go back to Gomu Gomu no Pistol. The anime will have a tough time making fights appealing. Luffy will lose his uniqueness, and no matter how good the hand-to-hand combat, we will feel something is missing. So instead of axing Gear 4, adapting to it might be the way to go. If Luffy was able to use Gear 4 forms without limit, the battle with Doflamingo, Cracker and even Katakuri could have been a lot easier. Let me know in the comments, will you guys be okay with Luffy fighting like Rayleigh, or do you prefer gear forms? Third method by which Luffy can defeat Kaido is by the flames of restoration. During the Marineford War, on countless occasions, Luffy received fatal blows, but thanks to Empress Ivankov, he recovered in a matter of seconds. Though there was a huge trade-off, it was almost like Luffy had extra lives. I think something very similar might happen in this war. We found out that Marco is a doctor and he used a technique called Phoenix Flames of Restoration to instantly fix the leg of an animal when he was introduced in the new world. I think if Luffy doesn't get rid of Gear 4 or doesn't adapt to it, Marco will heal him up every time he runs out of haki. And the Flames of Restoration, I think, accelerates one's ability to recover and heal. So it might be Marco playing a similar role as Ivankov. There are two more doctors present in Wano, our very own Tony Chopper and Trafalgar Law. Law with his Ope Ope no Mi might provide great support for Luffy while fighting Kaido. Chopper making rumble balls for Luffy to make him last longer in Gear 4 is also a possibility. The fourth method by which Luffy can defeat Kaido is by interference. Kaido managed to one-shot Luffy in Gear 4 Bounceman effortlessly. The difference in power is way too much to close in such a short time. So if Luffy can't reach Kaido's level, then drag Kaido down to Luffy's level. People like the Kid Pirates and the Samurais should fight Kaido first and inflict what damage they can. And finally let Luffy fight Kaido when he's all damaged and exhausted. I think the manga readers can relate to this point. The fifth method by which Luffy can defeat Kaido is Kaido giving up. The very introduction of Kaido shows him attempting to commit suicide. While fighting Luffy, Kaido might realize that this might be a perfect end for him and not fight back in a crucial moment, which enables Luffy to win. This is highly unlikely to happen, but I can't rule out the possibility. The sixth method by which Luffy can defeat Kaido is by external forces. Just like the Marineford War, I strongly believe this war will be stopped by external forces. Not necessarily Shanks, it could be Blackbeard or Marine Base Admirals or even someone else who we have never seen before. These forces might be after Kaido's head, his poneglyphs or even his devil fruit. Never will they get a better opportunity where Kaido is weakened. The seventh and most effective way in which Luffy can defeat Kaido is by you guys subscribing to this channel.
You're not laughing.
There is no seventh method. There are only 6 ways I could think of for Luffy to defeat Kaido. Let me know which method from these 6 do you guys think Luffy will use to defeat Kaido in the comments. If you have any other means you think by which Luffy will defeat Kaido, let me know in the comments, I will read them all. If you enjoyed this video, a sub and like to the channel will be amazing. I will see you guys in the next video.